Hey, how you all doing? This is Falskellhound, and I am here to talk about the Concord game on PS5 and PC being cancelled. So this game here was like all over media, all over the internet for the longest time. People were talking about that it's a woke game. It's the diversity. It's forced diversity all around, stuff like that. Well, to tell you, for me, I really didn't pay no mind to it. I'm just like, hey, I don't do the hero shooters too much. I get people really like those games, like Overwatch and other games along those lines. Yeah, I'm not too much into it. Yeah, I'm into other games. Well, I'm a big 40K fan, so I am jumping on Space Marines 2. So when that comes out, I'm definitely getting that game. But anyways, so with the Concord, it's been canceled. So this game has been out for about 2 weeks so far. 2 weeks. Yeah, dude, seriously, no joke, 2 weeks. And then it is saying on PlayStation blog. So this is straight up, hands down, no joke from PlayStation itself. PlayStation, Sony itself, okay? This is an official website. No joke, no nothing, blah blah blah. It is truth. It says, beginning September 6th, is that they have decided that the game will go offline beginning September 6th. So, yeah, the game is pretty much canceled, so they're shutting down the servers and they're actually starting store refunds from like Steam, the Epic Store, and other retailers they have issued. Is pretty much, this is their words. Steam Store, we will be refunding players who bought the game over the coming days. Steam will send confirmations of the refund once it has been processed. You've all probably heard people saying it's like, oh my gosh, we won! We got the victory! Oh my gosh, it's been cancelled! But for me, dude, I'm like, hey, I don't know much about this game. I really didn't track it, really didn't care for it. It didn't look like a game I wanted to play, so I just didn't even mess with it myself. But it being canceled within 2 weeks, 2 weeks of it coming out, it'll probably be 3 weeks total of it being out and it's being canceled. So I'm telling you, this was a horrible launch, horrible. Like, whatever they didn't do it right. They did it so bad, so horribly. Is no one wants to play this game, no one wants to mess with it, no one bought it. They're saying probably about 20,000 actual copies of this game were bought. Like copies, Steam, whatever. Like 20,000 of it's been bought, dude. That is not a lot of games. And we're talking about something that I'm pretty sure Sony spent over $100 million on this game. Probably 200 million. And dude, selling that game at $70 a pop and 20,000, dude, that is, yeah, that's not covering stuff. So Sony, PlayStation, they lost some money for sure. That is 100% true. And then also is when you go to the Steam charts to see how many people are actually playing the game. Alright, I'm in Steam charts, type in Concord, and boom. So this is saying that over the last 24 hours, it peaked at 134 players. And the all-time player count is 660. Too bad there wasn't six more people, just so we could say it's like, hey, there's a number of the beast. And currently, in the last 16 minutes from the Steam chart, it is only 40 people playing. That is a horrible, nightmarish launch. I don't know what they did, who they pissed off, but hey, you guys need to not piss people off like that. Seriously, dude, did you forget that? Seriously, the gamers are the people who buy your game, who play your game, who give you money. Why are you constantly insulting the gamers and calling them transphobes? Oh, you're all the other tisms and stuff like that. It's like, no, dude, no. So you're insulting the people who will give you money, and then after it comes out, you expect them to give you money. And I've also been reading some other posts where it's talking about that these people are on Twitter, pretty much cursing up a storm and saying, "You must buy my game. You have to buy it. If you don't buy it, you're racist." Yeah, and stuff like that. I'm like, no, dude, that's not how you get people to buy games. Because the fact is, you buy, or actually you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Because all that's coming out of your mouth is vinegar. And dude, you need to have some sweet honey, pour that all over the place, and the flies will come to you. Seriously, I don't know what's going on or what kind of craziness that Sony let you do whatever you want, but whatever you did, you screwed up and you lost a lot of money. And I'm pretty sure Sony is going to be coming back and suing you to get their money back. While you just screwed up, you lost pretty much everything you had just because you wanted to be an idiot and you wanted to force something instead of making something that people would like. Because if it, I know I'm saying a lot, but it is true. The fact is if you don't make stuff that people want, people ain't going to get it. People ain't going to do it. People ain't going to mess with it. So you need to get the stuff for the people. Like if you're trying to market to people who like running around and kicking rocks, why don't you make something that's similar to a rock that they can run around and kick, and eventually you make something called a soccer ball, and then it becomes one of the most famous sports in the world, and for all you other people that are outside the U.S., football. So yes, you go around and you make yourself a football, and then it becomes the most famous sport in the world, and people are playing football all over around the world, and then you have an amazing player, Messi, from Argentina. Oh yeah, great Messi playing it, and loving his yerba mate, which I love yerba mate myself too. But anyways, so I'm looking at this blog from PlayStation Blog, so I'm just going to read a little bit for you. Concord fans, we've been listening closely to your feedback since the launch of Concord on PlayStation 5 and PC, and we wanted to thank everyone who has joined the journey aboard the North Star. Your support and passion community that has grown around the game has meant the world to us. However, we have many qualities of the experience resonating with players. We've also recognized that other aspects of the game and our initial launch did not land the way we intended it to. Therefore, at this time, we've decided to take the game offline beginning September 6th and explored options, including those that you will better reach our players. So, roughly, it goes on like that for like two more paragraphs. And it's just talking about the Steam, Epic, other retailers, is that players who bought this stuff in the upcoming days will contact each customer directly to confirm that the refund has been processed. Which is actually like, dude, yeah, they screwed up so bad that they're giving people money back. Last time I saw something like that was Arkham Knights. Or not Arkham Knights, like, well, whatever it's called. Oh, crud, I can't even remember the name of it. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm thinking it is Arkham Knights. So Arkham Knights, when that came out on PC, because it was optimized purely just for consoles, PlayStation and Xbox. Whichever ones were out, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, I think that's it. I've been out of the console stuff pretty much since PlayStation 2. Okay, so with this, is Arkham Knights was such a bad launch and it was not optimized for the PC. Even Steam realized how bad it was. So what they did was Steam started issuing refunds. And so if the game was bad, you could easily just go refund the game. No issue, no problem, no bad on you. And then Warner Brothers, yeah, Warner Brothers Studios, so the guys that make a lot of TV shows and cartoons, they're like, hey, okay, this is bad. And the game was made by Rocksteady. So great game after they fixed it, but they launched it so horribly on PC. It's like, dude, it is done. We can't mess with this. We can't do anything. Give people their money back. This is the same thing that is happening with Concord. It was so bad. I seriously do not believe it was in development for 8 years. I believe it was in someone's head for 8 years, but then it was actually put down, like paying people to make this game in the last year. Because remember, they can say anything about development, but we're talking about development goes from the first pitch, first initial idea. Like literally, the first initial idea all the way to the pitch and to fully making the game. So, yeah, it might be in some homie's head for the last 8 years, but I'm pretty sure they've only actually been truly 100% people, boots on ground, people making the game, making code for probably the last year and a half at most. And yeah, because I do not believe it was actually, yeah, because there's no way a game could be out for 8 years and turn out this horrible. Because, like, dude, it's a nightmare. People talk about, like, oh yeah, what about Doom Nukem? Well, yeah, it was in development hell for how long? 15 years? And then when a group of people bought it, they spent a year actually making a game. Like, literally, from year 1 to year 11. Or, yeah, well, whatever. From year 10, they did not put a single person did not put code down. And then once year 10 hits, they spent a single year writing code and then they pumped a game out. No wonder why it sucked. Because, yeah, you can say how long a game's out, but how long have you actually been making code for the game? But anyways, with that said, I'm going to let you all go. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And remember, most importantly of all, always love the Cowdown. You all take care now.